To show if it beats irregular, they have arrhythmia. If it beats irregular, they have palpitation. So they have a rhythm that run constantly and perfectly. So people is already music, and it's not really to show nobody, not teach people, so to speak. Because there are no teachers really. Because in terms of teaching now, people only become illuminated by their own zeal to know. So zeal is the only teacher, really. So it's not really come teach now, nothing, it's to reawaken dormancy. Sleeping things already present in your DNA, already present in your ancient pre-remembrance. You have it in already. So we just come to touch it again and then remind you which part is there, and then you say, oh yeah. You go through.
That makes a lot of sense to me, that common community without words.
The drum, the heart is the meter stick by which all be gauged. Everybody will be judged by the drum, Everybody will be judged. You see them make cell phone and people turn it into the drum. Now the cell phone is a drum, that's not a cell phone. How is it a cell phone? People are sending the message to the distance. And the cell phone intrinsically, the inter-purpose of the thing now change to the purpose it truly serves in the community. It's them kind of quantum leap and super collide that we are start doing to this thing, yeah.
I want to also change gears a little bit, and I'm really curious about your ideas regarding Hurricane Katrina and its aftermath, and what do you think it's about, and how can we empower this marginalized population that has been affected?
Okay, well now, I just want to mention some things in history before the hurricane. Now, Pompeii, the city of Pompeii, me read say in a publication, I think it's a Seventh-day Adventist publication, that Felix and Drusilla from the Bible, the Herodian family, me read say that they perish, the whole of them perish in the volcanic eruptions at Pompeii. 3 cities of Rome under volcano ashes. But now, if you remember, it's certain of them want to dance for the head of John the Baptist on a platter. No, this isn't about no divine retribution. But listen to this now. How is it possible that the hurricane go directly? How is it possible that it end up directly in the slave coast? After Marcus Garvey said, you sow the wind and you shall reap the whirlwind. How is it that particularly the Republican Party, yes, how is it that particularly certain members in high standing, it's their vicinity in specificity and so forth? Voices that will not heed moderation. Voices that will not listen. Unilaterality. What it name hand solo. The hand alone that can't clap. Straight up. Now, we always know what the price have been. Now concerning the hurricane now. You have astrophysicists, geophysicists, marine biologists, all kind of things to pronounce, you have them. And people have been to the moon and so forth. And yet and still at the same time, things like the common cold, what they must say the coal in the earth, that's still unsolved. Which going mean what? Priority is far reaching when things at home are not in order yet. Since you're so technologically advanced and arrogant, let me remind you, just the other day, everyone wants to come to this country, everyone is jealous of us, they're jealous of our lifestyle, it's this, it's that. These things defy common mathematics. Common mathematics, this defy, this make no sense. How are you the richest? You have no gold, you have no diamond, you have no plutonium, you have no uranium. Everything that you need is elsewhere. And you are the power. Because you say so. You're going to name the market, and you're going to name the prices, and you're going to standardize the prices. And if the people will not accept all said such position, you will see. Now visit Darfur in Sudan. You will see that all of a sudden the people in turmoil and the people in exile, because you heard about oil. And when you reach Niger, today it have a more sophisticated name. It's Niger. It's Niger now. Because in Niger, they discover certain things in Niger were well needed for the space situation where them say them have create. Particle colliders and resonancy and geomancy all intermixed together, fighting against the commonality of the earth. And it is true. It is about elitism. It is about strata, classism. That's the matter. Now, the hurricane situation, astrophysicists, marine biologists, microbiologists, and yet no one can see in time. You mean to tell me you chart out so many specificities of long distance, light years away you can tell us about, but no one, are we to overstand that nobody instruments made you aware that this area geophysically will be touched by this? Is that we are what we are to believe? Them are the kind of talking they may attack. Because I know better. For I know the mapping out of the ley lines and the grid structures upon electromagnetic currents of the earth. Invisible grids. And you know where they are. And you know the jet stream current. And you know where it reverses. And you know when it reverses. You know when it comes one direction half the year and when it changes the next half of the year. You're aware. Read a man named Zachariah Stitchin. Zachariah Stitchin said the Atlantic Ocean opening wider because of the tectonic plate and the sea, and the Pacific closing in tighter. So therefore the currents of the earth, the geophysical currents, will be affected within the cycle of precession. The same zero that the Julian calendar and the Gregorian calendar remove and put 1 AD, show up 2,000 years later, causing havoc. The same zero. Now consider, mathematically, zero them say is nothing. Placeholder. But look now, going up in integers of 10. 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 million. 360 degrees of nothing. Look at the mathematics of this man. He tell you, say, the electron is a negative charge in the atom. But he named the entire field after the negative charge, electronics. He tell you that the positive is a proton, and the neutron, who is neutral, stay together with the proton in the nucleus. And he tells you that atomic power is deadly and much more powerful than electronic power. This is the microcosm of human relations. Human social setting. The positive and the neutral stick together. Those who are strong and those who don't know. Those who don't know stay close to the strong, for they protect. But then now, the entire system of power is called electromagnetism or electronics. Which now you don't tell we say that the electron is a negative charge. If you can comprehend. what's being said. I don't know. I will show you this hurricane now. The Caribbean, we grew up see it. We know it. The young man, them just move within it. The young youth, the powerful youth, them just move within it. We know it. I can't tell you say that man have seen no category 5 hurricane endless time. But we see them. Now, Marcus Garvey said, a wind shall blow from the west back to the east. And we did see that. A hurricane coming from the west totally defy everything we ever know. And we sit down and watch it. St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Island. St. Croix, sit down and watch it. West End, anywhere you're there. Freedom House, Freedom City, anywhere you're there. Seago, anywhere you're there. Kumasi, anywhere you're there. Bigger, anywhere you're there. Badger, anywhere you're there. Bluff, anywhere you're there. Freedom City side. Mystic, anywhere you're there. Freedom City, see this. When the hurricane come from the west. And the astrophysicist, marine biologist, geomancy, intermixed social designer, social decimator. He saw it too. Now, it's factual today. After all different postulations and opinions, it is factual that a current come and created one stream on the ground, moving away from the other power. One force is on the way, and there is one stream moving away from the approaching force. Because I watch it from Skycam. Because I watch Skycam, I see one stream of light in the night, moving just like how the serpent get the judgment, but said, lick dust from belly. All the days of your life, moving away from a greater power, coming from the opposite direction, and I see it. Now, the poor people who are the victims of the mislead, don't think that I am so callous as to override my people when I see them a suffer. My people, them a lack of this thing. We're so sick of it to see it. Them a talk about Sri Lanka, and them proud to see it. Me a wonder. I am also wondering if your marine biologist, geophysicist, studier of the ley lines and the grid currents of the earth did not know where this was going to go and which part this water was going to sit. Yeah, me have them question there. Me personally have them question there. You see it? So now what's going to be done? It's already been proven, the interrelatedness of cultures based upon economics. All sociopolitics politics have to take, set and move off when it comes to economics. Because even countries who do not get along need the interrelated interdependency of resource to just be alive. For if you is 30 degrees wind chill factors certain months out of the year and your body is 98.6 degrees, you are automatically become parasitic when you use up your own fossil fuels. You have become the parasite. For you need to maintain a whole country of 98.6 degrees within 30 and wind chill factor 14 below. And that is the cold reality. That's why the camera lock off too. Because I know you will hear me. You know. I talk. Go ahead, sis. I'm not aggressive, you know. Me show you that what. These things are the worth considering. I man never point no finger and say you do it or you, and come with no heated, youthful, unbalanced perspective. Me say, look into these things and see what you think. All you educated stratifications of the society, liar, doctor, and Indian chief, everybody, you look and tell me what it is that you perceive to be the case. Geophysicists have mapped out the whole earth, know every grid, know every ley lines, Know where are the electromagnetic bursts of current. Know where they are in the ocean. Know where they are in the depths of the sea. And cannot pinpoint to actuality and to any resolute knowledge these things will affect you personally on your personal ground. This is the question and thing. It's not no rude boy stance, you know, because I know you love try for carry man. But you please inspect the substance of what is being said to you. How do we stop it? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something how we stop it. How we stop it. Let me tell you a short story then. If you have 20,000 people in one area, and every morning 15,000 man out of that 20,000 there actually exhale marijuana into the open atmosphere, wouldn't those accumulate into a body? Wouldn't it have to form a cloud of some kind of some sort? Wouldn't you think? Let me tell you how you stop it. It's now been proven. There's a Japanese book which was translated English recently. The man showing the different expressions that been captured in micro camera, micro miniature. And the man proves that water, when it's spoken too aggressively, or whether it's spoken too soothingly, will reflect the actual crystallization of the form which is speaking to it. If ugly is speaking to it, ugly show up in the water and show up in the micro picture. If love and harmony speak to the waters actually in micro picture, you know, here. The boy them zoom lens and see it. That the water actually reflect 6-pointed hexagonal crystalline shape. Look just like the house of Ethiopia. Everything will sit upon the throne of Addis Ababa. For anyone to take the eye and go take set and see if it's true. So therefore, how do we stop it? One love, one heart, one mind. Forgiveness is an instant cleansing of your meridian. All the toxicity will travel from the base of your spine to the base of your crown of your head. All that negativity is erased instant by forgiveness. You and your friend are going through something now. And right now your friend just say, forget it. You're worth much more to me than all this, What is 5% of a day? Out of 100% of a person that's been there for me before in the past. Let me just forget it. And I'll hug you up. And erase all the toxic, the chain connection that happened in your digestive system. Where one thing starts blockading. Illness is only one word. You study them with a heap of talk about medicine and have a kind of big word. Illness is only blockage in the body. If it's in your foot, then it have a name for it. In your chest, cardiac. It in your eye, them have a word. A cataract. It in your ophthalmology. It in your foot. Anyway there. It's just anything that stops the irrigation, the circulatory flow. This is why the circle cannot symbolize zero. How could you be circulatory? And the circle 360 represent nothing. And all the Western mathematics is built from this. All of it. Simple math. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, trigonometry, calculus, logarithm, anything. Built upon this. Two negative sign is an equal sign. Multiply double negative is positive. The electron is a negative charge. And yet and still, it is the name of the entire field of endeavor. Electronics. This is the choices. So you visit division. You want to know what is division? Division is your point and my point separated by a negative sign. Again. So you look into this math. This word and sound interlinked. The Roman numerals are letters. And we get to figure out how this thing go. And we are not afraid. With the ball drop, it drop, and so it go. Front line we stand for Haile Selassie the first. The perfection, the immaculate, the God rulership of the earth. Why? Because he has every reference of all the doings of man within the annals of his personal family history. All the missing pages. For instance, the book of Enoch was unknown to the Western powers until it slipped into certain country, Yugoslavia, I think one of the Slavic countries have it. Unknown. 11th century AD. You can even read certain man, when they tell you 11th century AD is the first time they see Gothic architecture. The first time they know of the arch. And medieval castles and the bridge of Cam Bridge. These things were in Ethiopia. Nights in chain mail. Night, and we know it's a blackness. Coal is the pure blackness of earth and give pure fire. Oil is the blackness of earth and pure light. Diamond is crystallization, oxidization between coal, the blackness of earth, again. And we know what is the situation. For all of the geomancy people who have said that Carbonari, 666 is the measure of a man, the mark of the beast. And we hear this talk, but no one did mention what is the significance of this 36. But I open the man physics book, science book, and I see the alchemical table. 72 elements at the time I see it. 72 elements. One covalent bond that unites them all, which is carbon. And not only that, carbon is 6 proton, 6 neutron, and 6 electron. This is the back speak. So I get to see, say, what I go on for myself. Carbon, 6 proton, 6 neutron, 6 electron, atomic mass of 12. Yeah. Placeholder, spaceholder of 13, the neutral. Yeah. So, 72 elements held together by a carbon bond, and then you have a simultaneous parallel 72 nations come before a black emperor. So how are these parallelisms, where they show up from? These are the shocking things that I man sees for my eyes, for my introspection and look. Now, organ mean organic. Organic mean carbon-based material. O-R-G-A-N, inverted, N-A-G-R-O. Origin, O-R-I-G-I-N, inverted, N-I-G-I-R-O. So if you think it is a racist aspect, and if you think we are afraid to tackle that, let me touch it quick for you and tell you what we are saying in specifics. Every human being we're born is 98.6 degrees equatorially or hot. And to maintain that wherever you're in the earth, that is your life situation named sustenance. Whatever color you be, and if you are a human being, you are a carbon-based material, organic. So now, let me put that together. Carbon-based, black-based, 98.6 heated body. So how foolish is racism after that? Can you sound educated and academia and intelligentsia after that? Everything infrared, black bodies, X-ray, gamma ray, MRI. Selassie, I know. How do we fix it? How do we stop it? One love, one common thread. His Majesty demonstrate this to the warrior section of our people. And you know the warrior section of our people don't cool and quench neither just so. And Selassie expressed that when it was a Swedish doctor and he had something to offer, he was welcome, despite whatever. Because Selassie talk and say, until the philosophy which will one race superior and the other inferior, the color of a man's eye, make it come insignificant. Selassie. No. Why the significance again of Selassie, so? Why Selassie? Because Haile Selassie is sitting at the top of the whole world, 6,000 above sea level. The only land where there is simultaneous equatorial heat and snow all year round. Not only that, the African countries have elected, self-appointed him to be the rulership over the OAU. 25 years he sit down over, which is then breaking down to economics, which is now resource that you need and the negotiation for these things. So to accept a Christly, kingly character who is saying we need interrelationship. The man talked before the assembly line, you know. The man tried to talk to them right on the cusp, right before the assembly line, and show them, say, look now, you can't accelerate greed, because you will mass produce your avarice and your vices if you don't first learn to reclean yourself. You'll mass produce your vices. And now, we have something now where feel themselves so technologically advanced. So technologically advanced. And if you take a half a cup of water and throw it in the most advanced, sophisticated one, it fall apart. A cup of water. That's how sophisticated and arrogant and patronizing they can afford to be. A cup of water. Just pour it in the biggest one. And you see. Water undo all them things there. It's the spirit of moving and cleanse. And the people's emotion must find itself again, find its way again. When everybody a cry and say, oh, you mean God kill all them people there? You mean, so who? How do you believe in God after you see 200,000 people are dead in tsunami and people are dead in hurricane? When the people are saying that, you know you have to consider how many times we have brushed off and brushed away things which are the moral fiber of the whole earth. For there is no foundation before Ethiopia. There is no origins before. And from your black predominant, from your black again, you should have better know something, because there is no other route. When you go to the other nations also tell you all to do regard Tanzania, Kenya. They tell you we find these first fossilization of humanity, these places. They tell you. So if the other nations can acknowledge this and accept this, how come I and I can't go and find the common thread and the common law, which was given, the dietary law and the heartical law, which is the law which is supposed to be written upon the heart? That is the cleansing of a nation. I bet you if you teach a youth how to cleanse his heart and cleanse his ways, you automatically get rid of grand larceny, homicide, loitering, vandalism, anything we are talking about. So how come we don't want to come cultivate the feel of the heart? That is the situation. Arrogancy and unilateral kind of behavior, standing by yourself to say you know best. The only people who have dropped an atomic weapon upon an armed civilian, when people march on your soldier, people march upon your military installation, and you march upon civilian, and you're the only people who drop bomb, atomic weapon upon people. Human beings, the spirit of Jah, the Almighty, the image, in all the peoples, all the colors of the earth, in his image and in his likeness. And you is the only people who drop it upon them. And now you come tell we say now, who can be trusted, who is trustworthy, and who is unworthy. And you will sit in the seat of judgment about who that will be. Now you consider the things that are being said here, and see if it's malicious and avaricious and out of place. Yeah.
Give thanks. I love the fact that you think about things and come up with your own ideas about them. That's really amazing. I want to open this up to you guys. I know you must have a lot of questions for Vaughn. Please just give us your name and your affiliation.
We just digest overstanding what's going on. One of the questions I had was growing up in St. Croix, I guess in the Caribbean, and now that you've checking things out over here, what would you say are some of the core values of, I would say, the Caribbean lifestyle that you don't necessarily, that you think maybe, because I find like I've seen some other groups from other islands, and then there seems to be, I'm not sure how to describe it, but a strength of feeling, a consciousness, and a commitment where it seems to be harder in the Western world and the United States.
Well, no. Remember, this thing was called triangle trade. Triangle. So let me start with triangle. Africa, the Caribbean, America. Now, we know that certain royal house was taken because I witnessed the elders them of Ghana talk. Royal houses were taken and brought. And when they bring to the breaking ground in the Caribbean was the breaking ground in this triangle. Remember now, when a man stretches his hands onto the Almighty, is a triangle is formed above his head. And any man stand with his feet apart is a triangle to the ground. So that's two triangles interlaced by your solar plexus. No, not to stray. The Caribbean was the breaking ground. And when they think said that these men is suitable, they bring them forward to America. And they leave who they say were two cantankerous down there. But some of them, when they bring them up, a man like Denmark Vesey. Some of them man were the same Rasta man, because there was man with tried with Natty Dread in America before even the dreadlocks movement. I know them thing went on. Even with the Natty Dread before them even identify could I say Rasta. Them thing that happened on the American continent. No. Starting from the root and the origin, and who have been given historical credit for the discovery of these hemispheres. We hear say that Mansa Musa sent out 200 ships out of Mali, not Pinta 9 and Santa Maria, not 3 boats. 200 Mansa Musa. And we never know them to return. Anyhow, we see say you have a civilization named Olmeca. Rubber people. And when you see the head, them you just see some big Mandingo head. Mandingo and man like out the Sudanese them. You see the tribes them. You see man with cornrow. Heads are like 9 foot and all like 6 tons and all them plenty heap of weight. Big monster thing where man left it here. No. The history book doing business, they're not interested in revamping the things they have told. But you know, these things are set in stone and set. The pi ratio constant, the Fibonacci series, when I say the golden means, that's spiral. You understand? This thing that we're facing to the east, and the way most of the pyramid are oriented on any land, anywhere you go, Peru, Ecuador, Chichen Itza, Guatemala, something, anywhere you go, Egypt, Africa, Sudan proper have more pyramids than Egypt as what we know as Egypt today. By far. So I don't even know how this thing gets so diverted that the people don't even know. There's a common thread to be found, to be visited in stone. We hear of the God of all kind of different names they call him. Some say Buddha, Judah, Voodoo, Voodoo, all kind of word. B and V are interchangeable in the language between the Latin to the English. So you do your visitation. Guatemala, Guatemala Buddha. Everybody. All the country them name yeah. So I see so Indonesia. You check? All the country name these words. The Dan, the river Danube, the water. Everybody name these things in their hidden etymological frame. The tax for sin, what is it? Sin tax? Yeah, it's a tax on your mind. Because they are spelling these words and tricking people, you see it? And we know it's a code. It's an actual code. You want me to demonstrate it? Jesus is Jesus. The same word is SUSEJ, sausage. I just tell you a couple of them already. I'm show you them. I say no L, no L. Vaughn is the king of Israel. Noel is Leon, Leon. Lion, Vaughn is the king of Israel. This is what them are saying. ADAM, Adam is mother. MADA, mother. SEX is sex, the same word is excess. MALI is Mali, the same word is Elam. DAKKA is Dakar, the same word is Akkad. Spin them, you see. LOVE is love. LIVE is live. LIFE is life. Live, love, life. LIVE is live. EVIL, evil. LOVE, love. EVOL, evil. LIFE, life. EFIL, evil. Evil, evil, and evil. Live, love, and life. Yeah.
Give thanks.
This is what you are under. You want to know? Asasara. Asasara. The syntax. The tax. So how come the computer said near the computer cursor? How come it's the cursor? How come we writing in cursive too? A lot of coincidentals, isn't it?
My name is Teresa and I'm with City Flight, and I want to know why you chose midnight for the name of your family.
Midnight is 1 second between tomorrow and yesterday. 1 second. Tick. That's how fast changes can come. Light. Light don't enter the room in increments. When you flip the switch, the room just pull up. Light. Right now. Midnight. 1 second between yesterday and tomorrow. 1 second. Tick. 12 direct. The Bible never tell you that the day starts from the morning, and the evening and the morning was the first day, and the evening and the morning was the second day, and the evening and the morning is 12 o'clock, darkness, and only when it get dark again, them say night. So the morning is the darkness, and when it get dark again, them say night. And Queen Elizabeth anoint her night, and call him the night of the garter. Even Queen Elizabeth have to know what time it's there. You see it? I know you can't follow me. Tell Babylon read between the lines. I talk about our words are so intricate and we don't know what you're saying. Just say my sheep hear my voice. And this is only direct to your sheep. No business the rest. I never come with Superman chest, you know. I just come with an old truth. An old truth. It cannot be disacknowledged. Haile Selassie come forward with the article spirit of sharing and togetherness and fellowship and all them words they would love use from the diplomatic ends. Came forward with open hands. The first time an emperor chat out. And everything them take credit. The symbols of elitism and affluence. The Mercedes-Benz symbol. The 3-point star of David sit on the throne of Addis Ababa. Today mean affluence and power and elitism and dignity and prayer. Yeah, Ray. You know Jamaica talk. Ray. Yeah. Respect up all the people them now. Respect the Jamaican them now. Tell the whole world that you know. Respect all them youth there now. I don't chat across them simple just so you know. You can't get me across them, you know. Just know that, you know. From the islands and in the sea, shall I wait this cry? And we see a land named Jamaica. So you look and see what happened. And they send them out by the thousands. So watch your speech. Watch your speech. You're not going to use nothing come create no particle science and super collide. No resonancy for the morphic resonance of setting it off in the ghetto to make everyone behave the way you think. You're not going to use no Senkrai versus nothing. Because it don't go so. I mean, no, when it's a crucial crush time for talk up, you don't know I know? You can't set we up for we love them youth there who brighten out the way and open out the way. All them man were there. We don't even business. Man just glad to be one in the number. Man not fight for no hierarchy. The man and star them sing together in one chorus. Yeah.
Ice,
Blessed.
I was attracted to you last time you played here because you were talking in the area like this without a microphone.
See.
And then a gentleman, do you remember, came and offered you the microphone?
See.
And you said you didn't need it?
Yes, I.
Do you really need it now, you think?
The microphone right now, right? Let me tell you something, right? About urgency. Yeah, my lad. I don't like no camera thing, you know. I don't like no camera thing, you know. Just know that straight up. But sometimes a man have to come and stand up frontally. If he think he have the factualities, the actualities, the real actualities, that cannot be disputed, he have to try and come forward with the factualities and the actuality in the crush moment. I'm not involved in a displurt and the heap of brandish and everyone know who I am. Because I don't know what it is I can come and say now. What it is I could come and say now. I am not advanced to the stages of Haile Selassie. How could I go put out myself and walk all over the earth and put me in the front and say me, so? It's a foolish thing. A heap of man do this thing, and when you check it out good, them not reach nearly the basics now, the levels of Haile Selassie. So you cannot go in the God head and come the headpiece. Selassie is the head, and everything else come after. And that's how man run it. I love the camera thing, and I'll tell you it again. But I assure you that right now is a crush time. And I have asked some geophysical, socio-economic question. And you go in your chat room. Go address the question. And stop watch man and watch face. And trying to bring jokey hype round man. But who man is which man and who is the man? Who's the man? It's not all them thing there again. It's world situations that demand instantaneous synchronicity to make life. You're not seeing it on your TV today presently. You know what require instantaneous synchronize to survive? This is the situation where man talking a lot for tonight and make people turn on camera for me. Alright? You see how crush time come down? When crush time come, instantaneous order. And we have a word we do that. Rastafari. The world heard that. You want me to demonstrate slowly to you? Since we said that. We're going to say that. Eh? When you say Rastafari and you say this out to the world, now you automatically have to order the way you eat. It align your meridian because you told the world so. So they might watch you now because you say so. You said Rastafari, so now your own woman I watch you and tell you, so now, how you deal with me so, and you say Rastafari, I believed in you. And she have moral authority and grounds upon which to stand. So you go on the road and you mistreat your brethren say, but how you say Rastafari and the deal with me shortcoming this year? And if you're honorable and you're in the guilty, you stand up and you stand down. That's what you do. Stand up and stand down and say, my lord, let me try and fix this here now, my lord, my son. I don't want it go so. These are the things. We have a word we do that. Rastafari. When you say this name, your diet become aligned. Actuality, the treatment of a woman, the treatment of a child, the treatment of a plant, the treatment of an animal. Because you said it to the world. So now the world will look upon you for demonstrate why you have chosen to say this. It's not that they are judgmental of you. It's not that they are saying, oh, we're going to watch them for see them Rasta man, then I'll live up. It's not that. You said it. Someone can come take it up for. Come choose it for. If it's not something of benefit and beneficial. So this is what we know. We have it as a strong thing I walk with in hand, in mouth, in levity. I can even show you how socio-economic and trickle-down economics involved. Because you say Rastafari, that's a t-shirt. You say Rastafari, that's a hat. You say Rastafari, that's a ital. You say Rastafari, that's an album. You say Rastafari, that's a pair of shoes. Whole market economy I run off of them thing here. They say hip-hop, and that's an intrinsic cultural sound, and not a music. So you see what happened? Everything tangled together and tied together. This is why the man them have always tried to ride inside the Quran and pervert them in their straight places, create schisms from within to break us apart. When I get we betray the youth, them will stand up and put themselves frontally in danger. We stand up for say the right thing and for do the right thing because them is father and brother in people's neighborhood. They have to be worthy to be called a protector and a father. They have to be worthy of that. So how come you stand up there today and let them do that to me? This is what the question she may have. And rightfully. So this is the only reason man I stand forth to talk. Don't try to set up man out here, you know. Because we are watching too, you know. I try to set up the youth them, you know. I try to set up the singers them and say them is this and them is that. Yeah? The youth them I try to step forward to say what is the right because the political leader and the head of state, the legislative body will not say so. And the people can't find. And the people that run around like Ichabod Crane with them heads cut off. And you kill the head and the body die. So this is why they have to take away a headpiece. One by his attributes, by his merit in a meritocracy and a theocracy. Simultaneously, where America said they want to be. God rule. And going to name Americ. Americ the aspiratory is still the name of God. And this is the name of the country. Americ and This is the situation, man. Watch it closely for your eye.
My name is Waylon. I'm kind of here on behalf of Fresno and Fresno Reggae and whatnot. My question is, as
you here on behalf of who?
Fresno Reggae. We are our community. My question is, as a Rasta man with such a passionate message, that can be intimidating to a lot of people who don't understand or have that understanding. How do you try to break those barriers as an artist and as a pupil of George, bringing the message?
Yes. Important, my lad. Important, so important. Let me tell you why it's so important, right? Now, the scripture give a prophecy and say the lion and the lamb shall lay down together, which is the internal currents of one being present in one farm. How do we know what is the cross or the dichotomy? He's also saying to you, the lion shall eat straw like the ox. How do we know what else he's trying to show again? He said, he shall remove blood from between his teeth, and he that remaineth shall be for our God. Now, each one of the artists, including myself, you know, each one of the artists have a responsibility now. It's not to themselves. It's not even to themselves. It's to the irate we irate and make ones to even be. We have a responsibility to learn to soothe the lion within, that the lion don't overpower the situation that need the lamb, and the lamb don't be present in the situation which require the lion. And the inverse, what we're looking for is the equilibrium state between there, where the lion don't overpower and scare away those who he was sent to help, and not burn the victim and say, well, now blame the victims. Okay, like you go down the road and a car knock you down, and a man come down the road and kick you and say, you idiot, you make a car knock you down. You blame the victim. The artist's job is not really, it's not to blame the victim. Otherwise the book would have said, woe to the sheep. The book says, woe to the shepherd. So most of the weight rests with the man that we are talking on. Now look at this now. I myself am aware of that. That whenever the lion overpower the flesh, the equilibrium, the balanced state, whenever you see Haile Selassie, you see that equilibrium state. Butter and honey he shall eat. Whenever you see Haile Selassie, you see that equilibrium state. He tell you, a bruised reed shall he not break, and a smoking flax shall he not quench. Which means, if a grass blade is broken, him not broke it. And if a little thread is burning, he wouldn't even touch it. That's how Sata Amasagana, Sata settled. And I can speak openly that I know and myself have been guilty in the past of allowing lion to overpower situation which require more lamb. But each human being themselves is a journey. And within this journey, you have to learn as the days go forward how to better control the responsibilities given to you. How to better be upful and worthy. Like worthy of your station. Because man can be put in the station and is not worthy, you know. Because they allow a thing named ego, self, to overpower the decree, the edict, where His Majesty sent out away. So sometimes man may come across and seem seemingly aggressive, but that is also socialization. Certain ones talk forcefully and it's just socialization, cross-cultural things. And I would like the people to be aware of that too. Take that into consideration, you know, too. But man is aware of how dangerous it is to be a hindrance unto your own cause. Man is aware, my lad. See, when you said that, when you asked that day, I know, say, I better talk up right, you know, and reach for the right sound. Because it's not like you come to reproach, you know. But it's these humble, meek questions, yeah, that have in real substance, you know. And me don't really come captain nobody thing, you know. No boy, don't make a boy try a temper and say, I try cast shadow and make everyone, and say, I tell everyone how it must be. I'm not decreeing nothing unto no one. Everyone walk the road. Out of billions ahead, everyone get fingerprint. Alright? Individual fingerprint. So that within itself is a message from the Creator. The book says, blessed the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodliness, stand in the way of the sinner. I don't come for stand in no one way. Neither sit up in the seat, neither scornful. Just delight in the law. And in this law you meditate day and night, and it shall be like a tree planted by the rivers. So it's these things here for man. Man is aware, you know, how serious all of this is, you know. The people hungry and thirsty simultaneously right now. And they want to move to something within moderation, where the family don't feel estranged from them. They don't want to be ostracized in the community, among their friends. You going to follow all this Rastaman thing. You're not even from there. They don't even accept you. What are you talking about? I know what everyone go through. We know what you go through. And then when you come to the ones that you try to put your life energy and your works towards, they also scorn too. And have hierarchy about who is who. And we are all creating the image and the likeness. So you see, I know the danger. And I know what you talk about there. So, I recognize, and when I say I cognize and which do it again. Recognize 2 times. How serious that is, what you said there. We can't scare the people in terms of now. But listen now, judgment is real. The judgment of cleansing, like within the cycle of procession. And you see, waters where people say kill. How about if you look at it from this perspective? Maybe this water was here 10,000 years ago. Maybe 10,005. These waters were sitting exactly right here. Maybe when the constellation of the lion gave way to another constellation, the waters moved. And when the precession cycle bring things forward again, the waters come right back. Listen, now here you have the water named murderer. But look now, the scientist who is the priestly governing body in the system, and make no mistake, they might try hide out. Like they are not involved in the governmental churchical order. The scientist is the priestly ruling body. For them to micro-create off of vain imaginations. And don't get me wrong, we are not extremists. Don't get me wrong. If you create something within utility, which is useful for humanity, and within the laws of biodegradability, and can stay within the earth circumference to do good for people. No one is against you as a scientist, as a creator. But when you create things that have waste that cannot be got rid of, ships everywhere that can land nowhere, and no one not willing for you to land there, trying to particle collide, super collide particles on the microbiology level to find out what are our true internal properties, what truly make us that way. Because they stop studying now behavioral psychology. Them stop trouble that now because them see that not really do it. We got to go to the fermion, the lepton, and the quarks and find out why for real these ones will behave this way in their systemic. That's the situation. Super colliding particles and taking microbiology picture for try to figure out how matter separate from energy. And when does it become matter and when does it become energy. And know say that it is one thing. Fighting with the fact of the image. Without mother and without father. Without beginning of days, now end of life. But me like the Son of God continually abideth a priest. If I remember, as it was said, our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses make no mention concerning priesthood. For not one man out of this tribe gave attendance at any altar. That's Hebrews, King James Version. Hebrews 7, verse 13, 14, 15. Anybody that want to look. Zechariah said that Jerusalem will not exalt herself against Judah. But what they mean by that, and them tell me at Jerusalem or Judah? How the Bible said that? Zechariah. I make up that. So go visit. My Lord is not to aggress the point them, But me show you say. There are factualities and actualities, and then you have a boy I say virtually. Like if him is virtually there, that means him is almost there. So them prefer to live in a virtual reality. And we are living a real actuality. Rastafari. Rastafari is pre-made and ready-made for the whole earth. When you go eat a mango and papaya, you don't get no 10% of juice. You hear me? And what is the other 90%? I like what is the other 90? Ready-made for Irish and Rastafari. Nobody improve upon the yabba pat. Nobody improve upon coconut milk. And nobody improve upon coconut water. For I see the American military use the coconut water for IV direct in the South Pacific. Direct to the bloodstream, coconut water. You hear me now? No boy no improve. No boy no improve on Bob Marley and Peter Tosh and Abyssinian and Twinkle Brother and Misty on the Road. No boy no improve Bonnie Whaler. No boy don't improve upon them man there to say that them gone forward. What you do, you synthesize the foundation of your fathers. And then you stand up on a foundation. And you see a battle there. You put one more on top, it gone up. But remove the one that is there to say you create a new order. You're back flat ground again, don't it? So who it is that improve upon Bob Marley? Nobody improve on Bob. Because allegorically, linguistically, semantically, all your hidden code message and everybody, Bob Marley don't identify. And Bob Marley speak the word of his majesty. And no one don't exalt and say that them reach higher than Selassie. Neither. No one. I read recently the other day, the editor and the interpreter of encyclopedias worldwide. He published a book. I can't reference his name right away, but I'm sure you're going to visit and dig it and see. And him talk about the preeminence of the God and King. Haile Selassie being the likeness, the oneness of the God and King. Publish. From you know from a man published that he's willing and ready and able to go through libel and slander. Lawsuit. So from them can quote it and for them scholar can write it. I can tell you it too. The scepter shall not depart from between Judah until this lawgiver come here and say no, sir. Selassie.
My name is Corbett. I'm with the Reggae Review. You've already answered about 20 questions that I was getting ready to ask, but let me ask another question. Who was a big influence on yourself in your life to get you on the road of peace and righteousness?
My mother.
True.
My mother is my inspiration. When me is a little boy, small, right, my lad? My mother, right? Hey, the thing them where I see for my eyewitness is how I know Jah is real. No boy don't be a witness. My mother be a witness that Jah live. Let me give you for instance now. My mother will have things and just a get away. When you're small, you don't know nothing. You say, you will give them that and I want it. And she say, man, before the end of the day, all them things they come back right through the door there, man. And me say, what? You give them that and I could have. You're small and you're ignorant. You don't understand the gifts of the Spirit. If you cup water in your hand with your hand open, you drink water 2-3 times. But squeeze your hand shut. Squeeze your hand shut. My mother showed me them things, the simple thing, you know. And my mother is a soldier. No, sir. Because my mother talk like them where, hey, Satan come for stay, you know. You think Satan come play? Satan come for stay. So just know, say, one mistake on them thing there. One stutter step. You know, he don't come to play. We know his price being homicide and genocide from the start. What, me? You think we are unaware? We know the price. You know, mother like them to leave certain of them youth alone. Sizzler and them man there. Leave them alone here. You are seen on your television screen now. What go on? Bob Marley's son said jam rock. And he showed you some situation and you thought it was a video. But now you see how desperation can get instantaneous. And everything look like jam rock. And you see, say. So I want you to remember, you know, take your time. Take your time with the earth. Be careful with patronization and condescension. You hear? Old time robbery. We come and get high posts. Robbery. You cannot be the richest, my lord. And you have no gold, you have no diamond, you have no uranium, you have no plutonium, you have no natural gases. All the tire them, all the fire, the rubber, everything will come out of Gabon. So how are you? So now listen, let me ask you a simple question. Let me make it realer than that. If you have an infrastructure, that should mean it is inside, isn't it? When your infrastructure is extroverted, that means you have an exoskeleton doing it. So who are you infrastructurally? In your conversation about who is jealous and who would like your lifestyle. We play with diamond and man tie the horse to gold nugget in Africa. Man toys was lion and tiger and them thing there. Them was man tie. You don't want to visit Selassie I video them? You know see little children that clean the coffee fields or ride lion? Little children that ride the lion, me say, I clean the coffee if you take off the leaf them. Take off the leaf them we are dead out and I dry up on the place. You don't bother come think you come impress nobody. And talking about no Nike clothes and which clothes. And a heap of man talk about you're helping them. You're helping them. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. Principalities and power, spiritual wickedness in high low places. This is what we come to wrestle. Not flesh and blood. There is no value and no prestige and none of them wear your clothes. Because if you want to know what is the prestige, you go to the museum and you look at the garments of the Ethiopian emperors and you price them for me. When you're going to tell me about your prestigious garments and your designer. You go to the museum and you price the garments of emperors. Price the clothes and the hat. The Bible same was said we tell you the story, you know. He tell you they cast lots for his garment. The man in the seamless garment. But what's so significant about these garments? A seamless garment from one thread without addition upon this garment. And they cast lots for his garment. Okay, now, so a boy a bet is betting on some clothes that is of no value. Christian is kingly character. Yeah, them done?
Give thanks, Vaughn. Thank you for your time and your reasoning.
Blessed.
It's great. For all the press, there are some posters up here of the festival. Feel free to take some.